Hey guys, it's me, Hunter. I'm coming at you with another project today, and not just another project, but the project. It is my Outpost on Saleucami, or clone Outpost on Saleucami. It's been a long time in the making, mainly because I chose to start big when I wanted to do my first larger project, and then I didn't have a job. So this is why it's been taking years. So I'm really happy to get this up for you guys. I'm just going to show it to you. I don't even have enough space to back up, but there it is. As you can see, it continues all the way around to the other side, all the way to the back of the room. But yeah, this thing is just huge. Kind of give you a quick overview of the front. So that's pretty much what the front looks like. I'm going to go into greater detail, obviously, but I just wanted to start off the video by saying, here it is. It's done. So let's get into every little bit of this mock, guys. Alright, so we are going to start with the front and the battle of this mock. Like I said, it's a clone Outpost on Saleucami. Pretty much, as we know, kind of in Revenge of the Sith, the 91st Recon Corps is kind of cleaning up Saleucami, so I kind of thought what would be kind of cool is to show like an earlier or a prelude to what we see there. So this battle takes place just before the Battle of Umbara. The idea is that Anakin Skywalker and the 501st are just manning an outpost here just before they leave to go off to fight Umbara. So we will be seeing all of those clone characters we saw in Umbara as well. But right up the main road, we have a Corporal Alliance tank droid, along with a group of droids back here, being led by the commander. Some more droids just alongside the tank and aiding it. And just all the droids in front of the Corporal Alliance tank have been taken out. We have Anakin Skywalker himself leading the attack, with riot troopers behind him protecting the clone with the rocket. We have Rex, Jesse, and Dogma just kind of taking up positions. We have a dead trooper. We got these barriers and this turret. I do have a how-to on this turret. Came out very nice. I like it. I feel it resembles the one from the Clone Wars TV show very well. And we just have more clones manning kind of behind crates, behind little barriers are made. And we do have Apo. If we do go back to the turret, the clone manning the turret has been shot. And we have Kix. Let me kind of try to hold it. There we go. We have Kix going to lend a hand. He is the medic, trying to help a buddy out. If we back away from the clone side, or the base, we have just a whole line of battle droids. Some dead, some not. You kind of see how a bunch up here were massacred by the turret. We got more droids over here. And in the front, as you can kind of see for the terrain, it's mostly just grass and trees, a couple larger rocks. I wanted to get in there just to add more detail. If you're looking at it, you can obviously see there's why this is lighter, this is darker. I did start the project when the dark green base plates were the thing. Now the lighter green base plates are the thing they're selling. And so I did my best to intermix it well, but it was hard. So that's why some areas are going to look a little different. Since the stalks are dark gray, they look like they're more spread out on the light green, where the dark green, they kind of look closer together. It's just the truth. But if we continue over to the right, over the road, just a little bit like rocks, some other trees along the road. The road actually goes up to this little path. We'll get into the path a little later. We have trees. You notice the grass kind of thins out to these bamboo leaves. I like the idea of just changing the scenery just a little bit. That way too, I didn't have to buy as much trees, tree parts, buy as much grass parts, but I did like the idea of trying to blend it in a little different terrain, which leads up right to here, the gunship, which was the last addition to this base. It was a last-minute decision, so we have the gunship kind of swooping in, ready to blow a hole through the outpost main door, which is right there. And then we have two clones, gunners, the new gunners, operating custom-made turrets by me, which is really nice. I'll give you another overview of the front. Actually, yeah, right here you can see that's where the command center is, so we'll get into that when I go through the base. I'll be showing you all that great detail. But otherwise, guys, that is the front of the base. Like I said, It's pretty big right now. The front is 4, 5, yeah, 5 green base plates across. When we talk about the side, I'll go how far back it goes, but it's 5 green base plates across. So let's move on to the next part of the video. We'll be talking about that side just over there. All right, we're on to the side of the base. So as I was talking about earlier, we have this path that comes up. If you kind of go around this larger rock, it kind of disappears. The trail kind of disappears, and keep going this way. It just continues with tree and vegetation, grasses all the way around. Apologize for the washer in the other room. But it goes down, and we have a small squad of commando droids. Their mission was to obviously sneak back, head to the back, attack from the back side of the base, and take it over, since commando droids are kind of known for their search and destroy tactics like that. There's just a small squad being sent in. We have them with those really cool shields you get with the Gungans. And then we have the captain in the back right there with the sword. Really nice. One of them has been shot. If you go just down the path, we don't have a small resistance squad up here. We have Ahsoka Tano with ARC Trooper 5s. We got Tup and we got Hardcase. So I thought we kind of get the 3 that we kind of get to know really well, or the little pairing we end up seeing on Bar. I kind of want to give a little prelude to that. So we have like 5s and Tup and Hardcase all working together. Ahsoka, since she is Anakin's Padawan at this time still, her mission was to hold down and hold this side path. I just go back, more trees, more vegetation. This section, if we go to there, this 6-part section was the first bit I did make of the base. So that's why it is the oldest section, and you'll notice, like I said, how the light green here. So obviously this is the older side, this is the newest side, latest work. I'm really upset, but why these look spread out, like I was saying, these grass pieces, and these ones don't, well, actually when you look at it above, you can kind of see it. But the light color does add that contrast, which says, oh wow, it's not as thick, but I did my best to make it as thick as possible all the way through with the parts I had. Now the path continues all the way back. Here it would continue to go if the Bach were to continue, but otherwise you take this little road, even thinner than those other paths, right to the back gate. Not even a gate, I just had an opening because I didn't know what to do with it, and that's what I ended up deciding on. And then we just have more trees along this side. So we said it was 5 base plates wide. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 base plates, green base plates long. So as you can see from the side, it is a very long project. Again, I've had a great time building this, so I'll go ahead and show you guys the clones we got over here. One more time with Ahsoka, going after a squad of commando droids. Alright, so now we're going to get into the base, and we'll see how long it takes me to do the inside of the base. Then I'll either have a back base portion, or it'll just all be one. I'll do an overview. So let me show you the base, guys. Alright, so here we are. We have the base. Front wall, obviously, I added in the detailing down here, just because the flat wall is really boring, and I did try to add more contrast. This front wall was the first part I built, so there was a lot of modifications into it. Obviously, as a lot of people are probably, you guys, it's just a giant gray box. That's what it is. Obviously, as I've gotten older since I've started the project, so there's other things I would do, but it came to a point where I just want to get the project done. So this is what I'm going to do. This is what I chose to do. I did add in the kind of red stripes to go across here. The door, I almost left it plain, but I did decide, the stripes on it, and it does open up. So you can see we got a couple guys ready to head out on their ATRTs. We got Sergeant Boomer, if you know him from the Republic Heroes game. We got a couple other guys in there. It is dark in there because I do not own any fancy lights. So I'm going to take the roof off after we go over it. Because it is a snot roof, it is 2 large sections. I kind of show it dividing right there. They're about as tall as my leg. That's a good way to tell you how wide the space is. It is 2 gray base plates wide, essentially. So stack up 2 gray base plates. That'll kind of give you the size, the width of it. we can get up close with these turrets now. Very nice. I've been debating, I don't know if I'll do a tutorial or a little review video. Let me know in the comments. I'll probably just do a review video just because the tutorial, I don't know, it's probably pushing it, but I'll give it a try. So I had this. Obviously, I didn't want a plain roof, so I added in some detailing. I just kind of have these to put in the 2 front corners. If I had 4, I would have put 4 in one in each corner. I have kind of like a little box type thing here. It uses the spring loaders, actually, as you can tell. Kind of as an idea, it's a power supply that connects into the base roof. It leads up and it powers these little turrets. More detailing, just kind of like a vent up top. Like I said, the roof didn't get a lot of work just because it was the final part of the base I was working on, and there were just areas I didn't know. And if you're someone who's been working on a project for a while, in my case multiple years, it comes to a point where it's like, this isn't the best, but it looks clean. And this big part about this base is, though there may not be a lot of detail, is I tried to make it look clean. So we have the same thing on this side. We got that little power box, another vent, and that little corner detailing. I got this larger kind of ventilation system, just some pipes up top. As for more detailing, I had these guys sitting up here. I meant to take them off, but I kind of almost like them as little sensors. I don't know what to call them, because the coloring was a little bold for the rest of the base, so I wanted to try to get them on there. I left them on here actually by accident, but I kind of had an idea of them being sensors. And then finally, we do have this satellite. So it is this nice big dish. I've had this made for probably a year or two now. I forgot. Oh, I started making it when the Kashyyyk Battle Pack came out. I used some parts there, using the blue. Came out really nice. Just kind of continues down. Bring out the front of it. All the way down. And we'll actually continue on to the back of the base, and then I'll go through and show you the inside of the base. Mainly because I got to take this whole roofing off, I would have to pause the video. So I thought I'd do the back of the base in this video, this segment, and then we'll go do the front of the base, and then we'll end it all, or the inside, and we'll end it all off. So the back, as you kind of saw, it's very plain. It is. Just because I didn't have enough parts for color contrast. I didn't want to put a whole bunch of light gray and dark gray items in here. I do have a lot kind of borderlining the landing pad. The landing pad has been really nice. We've seen it in my earlier vlogs. It's I think it's well done. If I can pick it up. No, it is set in there, but you can see up front right there in the middle, I have this nice kind of detail going down the middle. I have a little crate storage, so really simple, just kind of a little bit of cover for our crates because, you know, if it is food, rations, you know, ammo, you want to try to weather it a little bit. Larger crates I put over here. I do have a tutorial for those. More crates. I call these little power cubes. I don't know what to call them. I really like the idea of them. I was watching Star Wars Rebels, and the episode where Zeb and Callus get stranded on the one of the moons of Geonosis. They had that lantern heat source, and I kind of built an energy, more of like a power version of it, not just a heat source or lantern. It's more of kind of like energy. So plan to see these in my mocks more. I really like them. They turned out well. More kind of piping coming out of the base. Green light showing everything's good. All interior systems running well. We got 2 501st troopers and an officer who usually mans this little station out here. Got a little staircase. And then up here we have my personal battalion, battalion, Legion of the 111th, consisting of a ARC trooper, that is Clone Army Customs, and a custom green ARC trooper there made by myself. The 111th is just a small battalion of regular Phase 2 troopers, no detailing, no coloring, manned by Captain Crossfire, Captain Signs, no Jedi leaders. They're just designed for light rescue missions and reconnaissance missions. So here we have the gunship. They're dropping off some mortars and some stuff. You can see more Clone Army Customs mortars. Clone Army Customs is my custom website of choice. All the weapons and all custom figures, such as the Captain Rex, Echo, Fives, Tup, Hardcase, ARC Trooper here, ARC Trooper Crossfires, I call them. All those are CAC, and all of them are still available on the CAC website last I checked. They could be out of stock at this moment, but as the time of me recording this video, they are available for sale. And that's pretty much it for the back. The last bit is the detailing on the top of the wall. You can look out and see where the path is. Just really simple. I use these clip pieces and some tiles. Brings all the way around. This corner, I didn't know what to really do with, so I put just a little kind of light over there. I don't know what to do. Didn't really know what to do, actually. And it just continues all the way down with this kind of fence, because I didn't want the top to just be flat, obviously. So I tried, like I said, this was the last part that was finished of the base outside of the roof, so this gets a little bit more detail. Over here, finally, we do have another door. Go ahead and slide it open. Again, it's dark in there, as you can see, but that covers the roof with my 2 turrets, and the back with our gunship getting support. So we're going to go ahead and hop inside the base, show you that, and then end off the video. Hey guys, so now we're inside the base. As you can see, not the cleanest from the overview, but when you kind of get down to minifigure level, it does get cleaner. So we have the barracks in this back corner. Originally there was supposed to be a door in this corner, but I scrapped it. Just didn't look too good, so I got a couple bunks. I got a little weapons rack and the space toilet. Kind of just a little space toilet idea I came up with a crate and another crate. If we continue to the next room, all these rooms are not segmented off just because they would have been segmented off lower, and then I would have just ended up building up the wall. So kind of just to save brick, I just left those larger areas excuse me, open. Then we get to the tiny mess hall. We got a little table, another crate over there, and a little ration dispenser. I hope that's pretty clear. And the little flexion I get. So we got rationing. So like the blue kind of represents liquid or water. Green rationing, some type of food, something to eat that allows, keeps the clones energy, gives them energy, keeps them healthy. Over here we have my elevator. It doesn't actually work. The original design for how to get up to the command center did not work so well, so I came up with a really quick last-ditch effort idea. So the idea is this is an elevator, but there's no actual elevator in it. It doesn't work. Speaking of the elevator, that'll actually take us right up here into the upper command center. So I have an upper command center and a kind of lower command center. Here you can obviously look out across the whole battle. I have a couple clones manning a couple computers, some weapons, some crates, a nice railing. I got detail. If you kind of look at along the edge. On the very end, we have a hologram table. I really like how this one came out. It's a little smaller, but the detail on it's nice. We got a bald clone. I ran out of hair operating it, along with the kind of admiral or commander at the base. He's not a clone trooper, actually. If I go to this side, you can kind of see who he is. He's got a little mustache. Kind of cool. But he's looking out, surveying the battle. I really like any image kind of looking through that glass is really nice. I love it. Looks great. Then we can go actually to the lower command center. Originally there was a large... Oh, it still is there. I thought I removed it. There's a large holographic table down there, along with some other computers and other kind of systems to operate, with 2 officers down here. They got a gun on the side of the one system. They got a rack over there. A couple crates. If you go through that door, it takes you into the hangar, which originally was sectioned off. There was another, kind of around where this line is, a little past it, there was another wall, but I broke down the wall just because it was kind of useless. And I get a little kind of command center over here too, one that pretty much just operates the door. From down here we got R2-D2 down here as well, some crates. Then we got to aid the rest of the 501st in battle, I got 2 ATRTs with 2 501st ARF troopers. One of them is my custom Sergeant Boomer, if you know who he is. Pretty cool character. I don't know much about him other than that he's in the Republic Heroes game. Really cool, so I added him in here. And then they also got a Swamp Speeder heading out. I'm going to give them a hand. Hopefully they'll be able to stop the large amount of droids and the droid gunship. And then there's just kind of 2 bark speeders in here chilling, kind of for scouting and reconnaissance. Got some large shells over here. Originally I was going to put some larger cannons in this mock, and I didn't, so I kind of left those in there because it is nice detailing. We got that back door I was showing you earlier, a couple crates, and then we got the back of the front door. So you can see the dark gray, but not the dark red. So you open this up, and it leads right to the battle right out there, ready to kick some droid butt, scrap some clankers. And you can slide it back. Really nice. The sliding doors worked out very nice. No, all it does is it slides directly on the tile, nothing crazy. And it looks great. It does look really great. If I were to redo it or redesign it, I'd actually put it on the side. So the studs aren't on top, they're on the side. Kind of a snot technique for the door. That's what I would do. The entire thing, as you can tell, it has been tiled. And then underneath that is actually a plate level above the standard base plate, because when you go out any of these doors, you can kind of see, I should bring you around outside here. There's a little step up because it didn't look good, so I added it in these cool larger cheese slopes. Made it look really nice. And there, so we can actually, I'll show you an image of looking into the base with light. Again, really nice shot. Especially we got Clone and R2 over there. So that's pretty cool. Not much to it, I know, but it is clean. It is clean, and that was my main goal, make it clean. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to end off the video, guys, and let's talk about it. Alright, so there you have it, my clone outpost, or Republic outpost on Saleucami, featuring the 501st Clone Battalion. I'm really happy this is my first big mock. Anyone who's followed me since the beginning knows this has been my project for a while. And if you have followed me from the beginning, you do know up until a year ago, I did not have a job. So pretty much only using money I got from Christmas, birthday, and chores. And when you bulk buy this big, it takes a little bit. Something I thought I'd go over at the end, though, are some negative points, because I know a lot of you guys, you're going to be comparing me to some of the other big guys out there. Other people do the big stuff. One, I focused on this being more clean. So some detail like in the front here, having this large space of dark gray, I would never, or light gray, I would never do that again. Another thing I got to take into account is, though it was clean, I did start this 5 years ago. So I was 13, 14, about 5 years ago. So like I said, 13, 14 years old when I started this. So my vision then and my ability then was a lot different than what it is now. So it is trying to combine old technique and new technique, because I didn't want to scrap it completely and start over. So that is why there's some things like the back. There's not a lot of detail in the back. That's why I like the outside. You know, and the focus was to do more effort on this outside area, because it is vegetation. It needs to be a little bit more complicated, where the base can be a little bit more clean. From now on, though, I definitely be focusing on detail. Something this big will not probably come out for a while, outside of not just time to build it, but in general, because I have smaller projects I want to do, just other projects like that. But I really want to thank you all for watching. Please leave, you know, helpful criticism in the comments. You know, don't, you know, I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but, you know, to hear the, oh, wow, you left that, or wow, it's very plain. I mean, yes, that is true, and I am admitting to that now, because I think that is fair. There are great points about this, like being, I think, I did a nice job with the outside, great placement with the troops. I did put work into that landing pad, but some stuff when I got more towards the base, I did slack along, because like I said, it's been several years now, and I kind of wanted to get it done, get it out there for you guys, but I always wanted to make sure it looked good. Like I said, this was the last edition. Those turrets were the last edition, so I think those came out great. Leaving this spot open again was because I just didn't want to pay to do this over here, which sounds bad, but it's like I bought 2 bulk orders, and whatever that got me to is what I worked with, and I kind of did this from there. But overall, I love it. I'm very proud of it. I hope you guys like it too. One more thing before I go, guys. For any mock of this scale, and maybe a little smaller now, I've hidden 2 figures this time, maybe only 1 if it gets smaller. There are 2 custom men in ghillie suits throughout the mock. There's 2 of them, 1 on the front half, 1 kind of on the back half on the side. So if you guys see those guys, kind of leave a note on where they are, kind of location, direct location, say like this tree, or kind of an idea is like, oh, it's 3rd tree on the right from the corporal tank if you're looking at the base. It's you know what I mean? That's not the actual location of it. I did not give that away. But let me know what you guys think. I really thank you all for watching. Check out my Instagram if you haven't already. This is your first video of mine you're watching. Please follow me here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram because I'm a lot more active on there, because let's be honest, taking pictures is a lot easier than recording and building and all that. Last point I want to make is tearing down. It's not going to be as fun as the other ones. I'm not going to record me taking it down, because once this project's finished, I'm redoing this table. I'm redoing the room a little bit. So I'm just going to have to tear it down, box it up, bag it up, whatever, just to get out of the way so I can change the room. Well, guys, please rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me here. Follow me on Instagram. Give me a big thumbs up if you liked it. Tell me something you liked, and tell me something you think I should do better in the comments, guys. Have a great day or night wherever you're at. Thanks for watching. Bye.